right? And he doesn't know that he's the one doing it. All right, I'm going to speed through this. A flashback is an unconscious quantum jump backwards, right? Now, science is saying, and the traditional world says, a flashback is when the trauma is brought forward. I would say, I want to dispute that in saying that the magnetism of the astral body is always pulling them together for unity. Right? So in those moments, that fragment is using that moment to go, hey, come and get me. Right? So if a person is in front of you, in a session, having a humongous emotional response, you've got a fragment waving their arms, saying, come and get me. Yeah. Now, I believe that rather than us being rather than the past being drawn forward, I believe we're being catapulted back. Does that make sense? So rather than the past colliding with today, we are truly being sucked back into that loop, right? Astral travel is an intentional out-of-body experience and initiated to travel through time and space as we know it. That's the definition. Now, the difference between astral travel and quantum jumping is that molecular shift. It's a much stronger molecular physical shift if they quantum jump. Now, a distinction is if you jump somebody and they can't turn the doorknob, they've only astral traveled. You want them to jump up and down. You want them to touch things. You want them to get more solidly there in real time, right? Now, we have to realize that people study for years to learn to astral travel and quantum jump and leave their bodies, and these folks do it in an instant. Now, this is the difference, right? It's an abrupt transition. They don't have to think about it. They're just there, right? They're just there. That's different. If a person is taking forever, I'm going to draw them back and be like, okay, right? What's the problem? We need your feet on the ground. This is an action. Do you need, well, my feet, I can't get them to touch the ground. You have to keep them talking. I can't get my feet to touch the ground. I'll be like, okay, do you want me to come? I'll pull you down like a balloon. Okay, let's get your feet on the ground. You know what I mean? We know all this already. Flashback is an unconscious quantum jump, right? One of the primary rules of astral travel and quantum jumping, guys, if you go take a class, is never do it alone. Never do it alone. These kids have been doing it alone. And the reason why they say to never do it alone, because time is different and people forget to come back. I don't think I was in my body probably the first time, right? I was probably 40, right? Oh, why are we going backwards? We're going backwards? All right, this right here is the upper wisdom circuit. Third eye right here. So your eyes, intuition is coming down into here, right? Left brain, right brain, corpus callosum. This is coming down, filtering information into all those places from all three eyes. Yeah, that's what the upper wisdom circuit looks like if it were tilted like this. So we have to realize that if we take these unconscious actions off of autoresponder, our disorders become superpowers. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah.
All right. I'm getting that I need to talk more and just listen, and then look for the emotional response.
You're gonna start being a detective. Like, have you ever watched the show Lie to Me?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, you're gonna become him,
Okay, so
right? You're
keep
watching everything. I sit like this. If I'm jumping somebody, or if like I'm watching every muscle moving in their face. I'm watching the energy around them, right? I'm looking at their pictures if they have any, right? Everything about them is information, right? Because their physical display is the culmination of all of their disorders,
yeah.
all their incongruence. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna, like I said, I guess I need to stop being cerebral and more like just be, and like let them just, they will lead me to where the fragments are, and kind of talk and talk and talk. And then, crying is a very easy way to pick it up, but like I guess anger could also be something.
Nervousness, overwhelm, right? All those things like are if they're having a reaction to telling the story, then there's something stuck.
Yeah.
Right? If somebody says to me, "Oh, I've done all this inner child work," and they start telling me a story and tears are rolling down the face, I'm like, maybe so, but it's not done.
Yeah.
Or you're not going to be crying telling the story.
So crying at that point, it would be like, okay, close your eyes.
What
How
are
do
you
you?
feeling right now?
Yeah. What do you?
How old are you feeling right now?
Okay.
Right? Do you have maybe tapping in to see you know, what stories they've got going on, what pictures are in their heads, like, where do you see her? Is she in bed? Right? Is it daytime or nighttime? Is she afraid somebody's going to come in the room? Right? Like you just start being a detective.
Yes. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get it.
You're totally going to get it, dude. Like truly. Right? And jumping, like everybody starts out as though, oh my God, we get to jump someone. And, and because it's fun. And we have to realize that, it's like surgery. So we can also do damage if we're not,
Okay.
conscious of everything that we're encountering.